Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. It's kind of early this morning, but like always, I can't sleep. I'm troubled about the lack of freedom in the world. I'm troubled about the lack of joy. I understand that there is much joy being experienced by many people, but the trouble comes from those that are not. And usually, those that are not, it is not totally their fault. It's probably something that's been instigated. And so I'm thinking about the future. What are we going to do about this situation? I'm thinking about that which keeps us apart, that keeps us divided. I'm thinking about sometimes how I want to try to say the right things. I don't want to make one or the other angry. And yet, the truth calls for, at sometimes, making others angry. And one of the things that gets me is to this degree. For instance, I hear people talking, saying that white people want to bring in a theocracy, especially since they're talking about this abortion thing. Truth of the matter is, white people are not talking about theocracy. In fact, if you're just obviously telling the truth, they have no God that's that powerful. You see, when we talk about some of the problems that exist here in America between white people and black people, it has to do with God. You see, there are two kinds of gods that's being represented in America. There's a God for white folks and there's a God for black people. And for black people, there's a God that cares about bondage and wants to deliver people from it. There's a God that says that those things that are of life guaranteed to black people as well as anyone else. Well, white people got a God that says that's not so. White people's God says things are for a special kind of people, white people, and not other people. White people have a God that says it's okay to do whatever is necessary to stay ahead, even if you have to use the devil to get ahead, then you, or evil, should I say, to get ahead, then get ahead, and once you get ahead, you can straighten it up. In other words, what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, as far as America goes, when you start talking about God, we have a God that says that lying is okay. That's why you see the Republicans doing all those lies, and you see the God that was over there by the mega churches talking about God told Trump to come over here, got Trump lying, and all the people trying to overthrow the government. All of that was supported by uh, many, not all, many white movements lie in churches. And I want to say that, ladies and gentlemen, because it has nothing to do with bringing about unity. It has nothing to do with bringing about love. And yet, you think that a representative can bring peace to this nation? No, that can't happen. Am I saying that black people got a better God? No, I'm not saying that, because apparently black people, God says it's okay to live in bondage. Black people, God says it's okay to stoop over and let somebody choke you and put their knee on your neck and kill you. That's what black people got, according to what we see around us. These are the kind of fake gods that we're listening to. I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure others have told you, because I've heard others say it and I've seen others exemplify it. There is a power. I have seen the power that exists and didn't know where it come from, because it happened from an invisibility. What I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that you as an individual are unique. Nobody's to control you but the power that made you, and that's the power that's invisible. Yet and still, we cannot live and enjoy the things of this life unless we interact together. And we must interact together for the purpose of enjoying the wonderful things of this life. And any God that would separate us from that is from the pit of hell. And I don't know any other way to say that. Now, white people's God must be from the pit of hell, because it's not doing that. Black people's God must be from the pit of hell, because it's not doing that. America's God must be from the pit of hell, because it's not doing that. And the God of the world must be from the pit of hell, because it's not doing that. So what is this, ladies and gentlemen? Are we going to spend our eternity being ruled by the God of the pit of hell? Being ruled by the God of the pit? Being ruled by the God from the pit of hell? Being ruled by the God, let me write that down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to say to you that I'm talking to you. Now, I'm not trying to lift me up, but the message that I bring to you, I presented that message as an alternative to Biden, to Trump, to Clinton, to Obama. I've and you never even heard of it. I had to crawl. You know, when I say crawl, I mean beg. I mean run as a write-in. Write-in mean I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen of the city, of the state, of this country, please do not trust these individuals who saying they want to lead you, guide you. They are not going to take you any place. Please do not trust them. Change your way of thinking. Be willing to change your mind to get something different. Listen, and I'm crawling as a write-in. Nobody wants me. The Democrats say, hands off. I'm still begging. Republicans say, hands off. I'm still begging. Independents say, hands off. I'm still begging. Then I'm just saying, with somebody just write the message in. Stand up for what's good as I have presented it to you for all. And here I am today, still doing it. And you know what? You still trying to see you want Trump back in office for 24. Now you know somebody is sick. I'm laughing because this is a choice you got to make. You could go over to hell or you could go to heaven. That's your choice. I just want you to know it's your choice. It is definitely there for you. Thank you.